So day 5, I think it is. Day 5, yeah. So day 6, I can't remember. Anyhow, this is just outside of Julian. And I started my trek. I'm hoping to make 14 miles today. There's a water cache at the 14-mile point, and I'd like to get to that, although starting late. Probably didn't get on the trail until about 11 o'clock after resupplying in Julian. And what a lovely little town that is. Looks like an old mining town or something like that. And I got to do a shout out to Mom's Pies. They offer to PCT hikers a free piece of pie of their choosing, ice cream scoop, and Coca-Cola or Sprite or whatever they like, free. It's unbelievable, really. And so I got an apple pie, of course, with vanilla and a Coke that came in a bottle from Mexico, and that was all free. That was so very kind. I felt so guilty though. I bought 4 other cookies to take on the trip with me, and they're in my pack that I will savor later. I gotta say, that was probably the best damn pie I've ever had. It was so damn good. And went down a treat after 5 days on the trail, and stayed in the Julian Hotel, an old inn right there on Main Street, and stayed in I thought it was a General Lee suite, but it was actually the General Grant suite. And had to do my laundry in the sink, as there's no laundry facilities in the entire town of Julian. So add a little bit of extra bits and pieces to my time of resupply. So I was in yesterday and out today. That's a good one. Normally a Nero is under 10 miles into town, and then you do about 10 miles out or so the next day. But I did 14 miles in, and I'm going to do 14 miles out. So, bit of a challenge today, for sure. Hopefully I'm not having to put my headlamp on. I don't really like to hike in the dark too much. But this is the new terrain. And there's a type of cactus, I don't know if you can see it, that hasn't been a part of the other, I haven't seen yet on the trail. And quite large and bulbous. And they're flowering also. And that's been a lovely aspect of being out on the trail at this time of the year. Seems like all the cactuses are in bloom, which is very nice to see. Reds and yellows and chartreuse, what we call it. You can see these bulbous ones. That's new. I've just started those. Anyway, I'm gonna get back to my sticks. They help going uphill for sure. And yeah, looking forward to knocking this day out. On to Idlewild. It's about 102 miles. Thought I better talk about my hitch into Julian before I forget about it. I was at the junction only for about 10 minutes, and this farmer came and picked me up. Said I can only take you 4.5 miles. I said, all right, I'll take it. It's about 11 miles into town. He's an interesting guy. He's got a big ranch out here. Then he said, look, just stand outside in the front of the gates there, and somebody will pick you up. Everybody knows the hikers going to town. You'll be picked up pretty quickly. Anyway, I did. I got picked up in about 3 minutes, but not from a local, but from a woman who was from Kazakhstan. And she was fascinating, very funny woman, and with that accent that we all know. And oh shit, I almost fell over there. And she started talking about Kazakhstan and all that it has to offer, and was really promoting it. It was really cool. She was really cool, and but she kept saying, yes, this area or that area and this and doing that, it's all very, very nice. Very, very nice. Just like Borat. And it just made me giggle a lot. Very, very nice. Thumbs up. And then the ride out here, got a ride. There was a bit of a shuttle service offered for donations out to the point where I went off trail. And this guy was interesting folk, and was talking about how it's quite a windy road from Julian up to where we're getting dropped off. And he said, "Did you know there's 97 arrow signs indicating, the curves?" It's like, wow, 97, you counted them? He goes, yep. I said, wow, it must have been a hell of a boring day for that. And he goes, yeah, it was. So suggested that he put on his radio instead. And he said, yeah, I would, but the speaker doesn't work anymore. So thus, counting signs is the thing to do. So I said, well, look, he says, you can sing if you want. I said, all right. So I did sing him a tune, the only tune that I really know. And that's the I'm Just a Gigolo, and everywhere I go, people know the part I'm playing. Anyhow, that went on for a couple minutes, and needless to say, there was hilarity all around. Yeah, nice way to start the day. You see that person hiking in the distance? I can see him with my naked eye, but I can't really see him on the screen. Perhaps you can see him. He's wearing blue. Just cornering now around that ridge. And there's somebody else just up there in the distance. A couple people actually. Look at that. Anyway, it's a hot day today, but there's a little breeze, which is nice. And the terrain's not too bad. Slight incline. I think the hardest part of the day, as far as inclines go, is over with. And now it's just a small incline all the way to the next. Let's see, I'm taking a break. It's 3 miles since it started. Another 11 miles to go. So this is the view from my campsite tonight. Rather spectacular, I think. I think this will do. I haven't really set it up just yet, obviously. I just got here, sitting on my ass, and I think I'm going to eat some food that I brought up from downtown. That's a couple slices of pizza. And that is going to be delicious tonight with my little bit of water that I have left. The water cache is about 0.9 of a mile from here. And I've got enough water to make it tonight. So, and this looked like a lovely spot to stay for the night. So here I am. And that's it. Day number 6 complete. 14 miles. Yeah.